Okay, so we are back at it with the Ryujin mission series. We're on the key ingredient. Supposed to see Masako.
I need that Rothicite if we want to complete the neuroamp.
I'm just concerned the entire station was wiped out by something.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out and get that shipment back.
Nice to
Good,
catch you in the office.
you're here. It's time to put a plan in motion to take full control of this situation with Infinity Ltd. In due time. We don't know to what extent Infinity has taken the current neuroamp schematics, so our top priority is completing our own. Let me introduce you to Veena Kalra, Head of Research and Development. She'll give you the initial details.
Yes, details. You see, the internal neuroamp is supposed to consist of two parts. The first part, the part Infinity stole, handles the manipulative effects. The second part is a shielding modification designed to protect the user against other neuroamp users. Well, we can't, but the shielding aspect was never officially a part of Project Dominion. It was an afterthought of how to safeguard our own people from being manipulated, so it was being researched separately as a mod. The research itself was in early stages, too early for board approval, so only myself, DeMarcus, and Masako know about it. You got that right.
No one wants their greatest asset used against them. Once Veena can complete the internal neuroamp and shielding mod, the plan is to outfit you with both and have you infiltrate Infinity Ltd. We can't risk the assignment until we know your mind has the necessary protection. You're a Ryujin employee, and we need a job done. We've trusted you this far, so I feel it's safe to continue the trend. Good. That's all I wanted to hear.
And all I need is the last piece of the puzzle. The final kink in both designs was finding compatible materials to use for conductivity that the human body wouldn't reject. I've finally created the perfect alloy, but it requires a newly discovered refined element called Rothicite.
Which is where I come in. We have a confidential contract with Consolidated Mining to gather, refine, and ship the Rothicite straight to us. Their last shipment is late, and neither we nor Consolidated Mining have had any communication with the Karenay station. My thoughts exactly.
We need you to head out there, secure the shipment, and bring it back here so Veena can complete her prototype. And I want to know what happened. We need to take any safety measures to make sure this doesn't happen again. Unfortunately, yes, so be prepared. Extensive tests and research were done on the planet, so the chances that this is environmental are slim. And setting up a station like this is second nature for Consolidated Mining, with plenty of redundancies in place to handle mechanical failures.
The mining station is CM Station RC-1. It's on a moon called Karenay 3A in the Karenay system. The shipment should be in the research and control tower, but the outside doors are kept locked down. This keycard will let you enter the mines so you can access the tower from the inside. Good luck.
Okay. Alright, so we're retrieving... an asset we need. Sounds like this is not going to be a stealth mission. Sounds like we're expecting a fight.
closing down.
Alright. If we're expecting a fight, I'm gonna take some backup.
I was just thinking about you. My favorite person. I have sharpened the blade for this very occasion. Just in case we need it.
Okay.
Atmospherics here are no good. We will need suits.
Sure, a lot of noise out here. I don't see anybody.
I'm going to end you.
Guess I spoke too soon. The ecliptic, huh?
I'm hit. I wonder whether the result of the analysis here was good news or bad. Extra ammunition is always welcome if they have any. Not exactly the lap of luxury, is it?
Bring it.
Dang, stand right in front of me. This guy's gotta go. That laser thing was annoying.
Now you're mine. I cannot wait. This outcome was a success. We were destined to succeed.
Rothosite. That guy's close enough that he really should have heard this fight. Ecliptic confuses me. They're mercenaries. So that means they work for people who hire them. Spacers I get. they're just basically unorganized pirates, but Ecliptic, if they're mercenaries, then what are they doing, like robbing people and stuff like that? Unless they were hired by somebody to do that, I suppose. What is it that they shoot at me that makes things go fuzzy?
We should move on. There's nothing more.
I think Andre's just got that guy.
Give up already.
Whoa, what's that?
Take your best shot. Grenade out! Throw it! Die today.
I don't think I can shoot through that, but
Bring it.
Grenade in the air! Take cover! We can't hope to win. Are you prepared to die? Quiet. Ordnance going out! Incoming! You cannot beat me!
Where is this guy? There he is.
Good one. They could not hope to win, so they fled. Grenade out! Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
There was another guy. Did I check him? No. Okay. Alright, what's on the computer? Okay, so read the contract. Dr. Kendrick Lane, leave no witnesses. Alright, so the Ecliptic were hired by Infinity Limited to get this stuff, and they had it redirected to the clinic. How unpleasant. Oh, I can't fast travel. I'm too heavy. Yes, I picked up a lot of stuff.
Last night was enlightening.
I don't like being over encumbered, but I don't think I can really sell anything at the clinic, so it's going to be a while till I'm not over encumbered. Maybe I can transfer some stuff to the ship? Yeah, I'll try to do that. How much am I? I'm not over that much. I didn't... Alright, so let's store it. And I'm immediately not over encumbered. That does the trick. Okay.
Never required treatment here, and I hope that I never do.
I don't expect to have to fight somebody
Just
here,
one
but
quiet day. Not too much to ask for.
I guess we'll see.
You didn't hear this from me, but those Ecliptic mercenaries, the factions use them sometimes. Freestar Collective and UC both. That's why they give them a wide...
This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only. Yeah, I bet you do.
Alright, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
I hear you. Maybe. I need to think about it.
Oh crap.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Fine, I'll issue you an access card. Infinity better get it together.
You can't be okay with this, though, right? You took an oath. Hey, who let you in here? This is a restricted area. In that case, you'll want to speak to Dr. Lane.
This damn contract will be the death of me. Excuse me, but this is a restricted area. You need to leave. Your timing could be better. A little warning next time? I'll just take a moment to check up on my patient.
Well, that's convenient. Okay, Infinity Limited. Now, where's that Rothosite?
I suppose that is ours now, eh?
Sorry, Andrasia. Also, you didn't dislike it that much. You didn't give me a disapproval. You just verbalized a disapproval.
Just keep it nice and orderly.
Oh wait, Trade Authority? There actually is a Trade Authority kiosk here. I did not expect that.
Need to offload? Trade authorities always buy. Kiosk, right?
Oh. Oops. Huh, okay. Yeah, I still don't really get the layout of this ship. Oh, okay.
Back, eh? How's it going?
You know, I tried Aurora once. I did not enjoy the experience.
Back off. That's an order, not a suggestion.
Neon security is so rude.
Nice to catch you in the office.
Is that my beautiful shipment? You were right about this one, Masako. Looks like it. This should be more than enough. Now, I shall excuse myself and get to work on finalizing this prototype.
So, what did you learn about CM Station RC-1? Lucas must be desperate if he hired them to collect the Rothicite. Were there any survivors? Good. I may not condone murder, but I refuse to have sympathy for indiscriminate killers like Ecliptic, especially after massacring innocents working for us. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at the clinic. I take it you traced the shipment there? I figured it was related. And were you able to determine the purpose of this secure wing? So, it sounds like Lucas has reached a new level of desperation to ensure his future as CEO.
Infinity appears to be on an entirely different level of corruption. It cannot be allowed to continue.
I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts every bit of information they can from the clinic's database on this. Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trials, we have enough to take Lucas down for good. And with the Rothicite secure, it's almost time for us to make our move. Not long, according to her. She and DeMarcus have everything prepped and ready. I believe it's just a matter of creating the alloy and molding it according to her design. Unfortunately, your skills will be needed elsewhere, but only for a brief detour. I'm sure you remember your actions during Directive Theta, especially in regards to Administrator Bayou. Thanks to your inability to follow protocol, we now owe him a debt. One that you get to pay.
And there it is. All roads lead to Bayou.
Yeah, well, he can bill me.
That is a very long game you're referring to, for a future I hope we all see someday. The Administrator wants us to deal with a rival operative. And when I say deal with, it means he wants them dead. This is not an assignment I give lightly. Our business relationship with Bayou must be maintained at all costs. Deal with the operative as you see fit. As long as your report states the target was eliminated, we'll tell Bayou that the task is complete. Good. Find the operative and do what you must. We already have a team prepped to handle any fallout. When it's done, report back to Dalton. I have a meeting to prepare for.
It's good to see you again.
My day is suddenly much improved. How about that? Look after yourself, dearest.
I do not want to kill this person, but we'll see how this goes, and I don't need Andrasia there. Better save while I'm thinking about it. Okay, is this on planet? Let's take a look. Alright, it appears to be.
Side's a bad place for tourists these days.
Is it this guy again?
Damn it. Please tell me that seeing you here is just a coincidence. I needed a job, so when a rival corp offered me a chance to be an operative, I took it. My first test was breaking into the trade tower to get access codes. It didn't go as planned. A guard spotted me. I hoped they wouldn't be able to ID, but looks like that's just my luck. You mean you're not here to kill me? Look, you promised you'd listen. Just hear me out. And I am so grateful you remembered, because I do very much enjoy living. Working at Ryujin taught me I always needed a backup plan. I have a place. It's not in the settled systems, so it'd be almost impossible to track me. Just Just let me go there, and no one will ever hear or see me again. Yeah, I'm more than familiar with the situation. I'll leave as soon as I'm able, which is only a matter of hours. Thanks for listening. I guess now we both know I never got that damn promotion.
Return to Dalton.
I hate waiting. It's just more time to doubt myself.
Ah, back from doing Administrator Bayou's little favor. Good. I'll send word to Bayou that amends have been made. Now we can get back to more important matters. I re-evaluated all the evidence. It took every resource I had, but the final answer is clear. Ularu is the mole. In due time. I'll be reaching out, but right now we need her to remain in hiding. Yes, you made the right call. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. While we both agree Ularu is guilty, we need irrefutable evidence before presenting this to the board. For now, we lead everyone to believe that Imogene was the mole, and the situation was dealt with. I agree. But others may see the decision as irrational without adequate proof. Masako has tasked Ularu with writing the program to bring down Infinity Ltd. We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako within the program. So this could provide the evidence we're looking for. You will be tasked with the assignment to infiltrate Infinity. So before you go, I want you to bring that program to me. Good. Once Ularu believes she's properly deflected any suspicion, I've no doubt she'll be bold enough to hide something within whatever program she writes. Now, let's attend a meeting. We called you all together to discuss a recent security breach. We discovered a mole within the company, who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogene Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogene is highly trained. Ularu can even speak to that. We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget. The mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Of course, thanks to another of my operatives.
I'd even go beyond symptom and call it a trait. Imogene's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority. The experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
I can't imagine the mess their legal department has on their hands.
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general public.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Misako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send down a candidate.
I hope you're ready for this. And that's precisely why I know we can count on you. Vina will be waiting for you in the neuroamp division in R&D. Once you're done, meet me in my office. Be ready to discuss the details of your next assignment.
Now the hair in this game is quite good. The way that the different strands of hair move around. I don't know where I'm going all of a sudden. I got lost after the conference room. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's get a neuroamp, I guess.
I will not tolerate the theft.
Are you sure you're okay? You left pretty fast.
I'm fine.
Double check those measurements are right. Anesthesia always makes me nervous.
Medical practices without human oversight.
Already checked him 4 times.
Hey there. Ah, here's my lucky candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey. Oh, don't worry. That's not on the agenda. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards, provided DeMarcus got everything entered correctly.
Did I not just say I quadruple checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time. Besides, I've got to make sure my patient is reassured. Of course. We've got, what, 5 PhDs between the two of us?
6, but who's counting?
All I'm saying is that you're in good hands. Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go.
Warning. This unit is not suited for addressing mental health concerns.
What is up with these shoes, though?
This party started.
Guess stylish shoes are not a thing in the future.
Well, well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing. So, how are you feeling? That's exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation. Great. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says. That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here, after me. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck.
I have performed a cursory scan of your vital signs. You are currently alive.
Okay. Nothing happening. Okay. Let's try going into first person, see if it makes a difference. What's this? Alright. Social. Door. Now? Activate. What was that? Why'd you run over there, dude? That worked. Did he not? Social, activate. Use the door control. Open the door. Why is he not opening the door? Should be a timer or something so I know how long it's going to last for. All that does is make him use the computer. I mean the character can't do that. Find a way to open the door. Doesn't seem to want to make him go there. Okay. It's not letting me select that. Well, now it is. See if he does. Okay. Wait for Vina and DeMarcus.
Oh my god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects? Yes! Good. Hear that, DeMarcus? That's 2 for 2 now.
I heard. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was a moment of disorientation. It's truly remarkable tech. Not at all. But I can imagine if I experienced disorientation like that, but regained my awareness in another room, it could be a bit jarring. We'll definitely be running some more tests in the future, though. So many situations to account for. When it comes to your job, you bet it does. Besides, the neural amp isn't total control. If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions our subjects sanction in their own minds.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, Misako wants to see you. It sounds like you have an assignment to complete, and DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
Does Mrs. Cholera know you're wandering around up here?
If you intend to engage me in combat, I will be forced to detain you.
They know how to make a client feel welcome up here.
Don't cause any trouble. You're here. Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity Ltd. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries. And wish he shall, every day, while he rots away in prison. All right. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity Ltd. You have two options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you. Option A, you need to remain under the radar the entire time. Option B, you have a slight cover that may give you the opportunity to talk your way to your objectives. Of course not. The meeting is just a legitimate way in. Once inside, you'll be led to a waiting room where your host will be running late. That's your opportunity to make your way to either the executive floor or R&D. Just hope those acting skills don't get you caught or killed. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse, so I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
Nothing a good operative can't manage. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd, all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp. Exactly. And what the public doesn't know doesn't hurt them. No, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. Simon Ryujin provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate the building. Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail. I'm told security has masks to handle the situation, so the guards will still be stationed in the building. It's also possible they'll activate their building's defense system as well. You may run into a few automated turrets, so you'll still want to try and stay out of sight. I'd highly advise you use it. This assignment isn't the time to test your abilities. The only thing you're out there to prove is that you can get this job done. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible. And that's what we're hoping for. If you can pull this off, even I'll be impressed.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story. Good. I guarantee the moment he scratches the surface on that story, he'll have a broadcast sent to every system. So, any final questions before you go? Depending on whether or not you evacuate the building, you'll mostly be looking at security guards, much like we have here. You may encounter an automated defense system in the form of turrets as well, so be careful. You'll be restricted to the marketing floor. An appointment is not a free pass. Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access, so that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up. Skylar Lumen?
I mean, that's not suspicious at all.
This could be the most important meeting of my career.
Do you have the program? With pleasure. So, let's take a look. Aha! The decryption's hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity LTD network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials. I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it. All right. Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove Ularu's guilt. Yes. And had you not brought this program to me in the first place, you would have been the one planting the false evidence. Without that falsified evidence, Ularu is in for a big surprise. I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast, anticipating Masako to be accused alongside Lucas Drexler. Here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program. Let's get this assignment finished the right way.
Okay. Alright, so we're headed to New Atlantis.
This deal could be huge for my company.
This one will be sort of a stealth mission. Let's see, do we know where Infinity is? I'm just gonna like walk in and say I have an appointment while wearing a stealth suit. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this way, but we'll see how this works.
We don't get very many visitors here. It really makes the day crawl by. Hello. Did you have an appointment with us today? Ah, yes. From Lumen Interactive. The elevator here will take you to the marketing floor. Once you arrive, you'll want to talk to Ellis Ortiz. He's the receptionist there and will be happy to help you.
Actually, let's do a hard save in case I decide to change my mind and go up to the roof.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's market, yes? What? If you just have a seat, make yourself comfortable. I'll go notify Miss Hart that you're here. Feel free to use any of the facilities on the floor while you wait. The break room and bathrooms are just around the corner.
Where is the heating system? Bathroom.
Well, don't look at me. If you want someone to blame, I blame Lucas.
See, these quest markers aren't very helpful. Alright, I'm gonna go down. Alright, let's go up to the roof and see if there's heat control systems up there. Okay. Let's go to R&D. What? And how do I get... Where Lucas's office makes the most sense to be on this floor. Or maybe there's another floor up? Yeah, this must be where his computer is.
What? Engaging suspect! I'll get the alarm! Yeah, I lost visual on a suspect.
This didn't go well.
Got away this time.
Okay. Oh, there is one. I thought I used the other single. Crap. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Nobody in here. Oh, there's so much security here. Okay. Let's see. Nobody really on this floor. As soon as I said that, that guy showed up. Alright, down to research and development. Really sure how to get down there. Still can't get there. How to get to research and development. See if there's a staircase. This isn't really helpful. I need to head down, not up. I thought I did sabotage the heating system. What are these red? I just get told to leave, and that's it? Research and development is like all the way down, right? I guess I didn't sabotage the heating system. I thought I did. Thought that's what I did when I turned off those fans. Alright. Am I missing something here? No? I wonder if one of those red things is that turret. I could shoot the turret silently, but it would not silently explode, so I don't think that's really a good option. Okay. So if I had successfully sabotaged the heat system, then I guess all those extra people wouldn't be here, and this would be way easier. I'd only have the security guys to worry about. And I thought that's what I did. I don't know if there's a way in this way or not. I don't see anybody that should be able to see me. So I don't understand.
I'm getting all worked up for nothing.
I mean, there's so many quest markers here, I'm not really sure. Okay, that's the one I want. Wait, what? Yeah. Program the computer. Heating system. The heating system was all the way down here? I mean, at that point... How do I get in there? Hopefully that'll make the turrets ignore me. I can't open that? Okay. How do I get through there? What did I miss? Must have missed something. Is there another hatch somewhere? A vent? No?
This is your last warning. Leave now. Is this really happening? Help!
Where'd she go? Did she escape?
Oh my, what the hell do I do?
You pass out. I don't know if this is the correct way to do this or not. See, I should be able to... Maybe it can only drop through it. I can't seem to... Oh, crap. I'll just randomly throw a grenade. You know what? Let's disable the grenades. God. Alright, I gotta take out a guy now. Yeah, you heard something. You heard a grenade go off, that's what. God. Alright. Sakes alive. You would think that this would be silent.
Suspect is here somewhere. Got him! Suspect, we've got to hit the alarm!
I am not doing a good job on this stealth mission here. What about the security guy? The security guy got an ID card on him? No pickpocketing?
Someone's snooping around.
Really wishing that I had actually sabotaged the... do I get in there?
Is this really happening?
Maybe you can't. You can't pickpocket them, I guess. Oh, they will wake up eventually. Look at, there is a thing on there. Alright, I gotta get into this room. What is this? No. Alright, we're not doing that. This is the least stealthy stealth mission, man. These guys are all gonna wake up on me.
What are you doing here? Come on, I'm not taking a bullet to this.
I'm not taking a bullet. Alright, I need an ID card. Alright, alright, so... I'm just shooting everybody at this point. Okay. I can get in there now. See if I can get out of here before these people start waking up. I think there was somebody in here. Where is that?
Anything I can do for you?
Not sure how this is going to play out considering how many people I knocked out.
You can't go in. You just can't.
But David's my friend. He writes me.
Administrations come and go in the big city, but SSNN is here to stay. Can I help you?
All this way.
Listen, I might be able to hook you up with some merch. Maybe get you a ticket to a speaking gig he's got. That's all I can do.
You are the best!
Well, I'll be the judge of that. What's this so-called story about? Corporate greed claims victims once more. And you have evidence to support this claim. Perfect stranger or not, we won't air anything without some sort of hard evidence. I don't suppose you want to tell me how you got this evidence. Of course. I just hope your source is as reliable as you think they are. Is there at least a name I can cite as my source? Why am I not surprised? As long as the evidence is adequate and verifiable, I expect it'll be aired within the hour, if not sooner. Now, if you'll excuse me, I obviously have some work to do.
Alright, am I over encumbered? Nope. Awesome. So we can head back to Neon. Alright, that did not go smoothly at all. Was kind of the opposite of a stealth mission that it was supposed to be, I think. Considering the number of unconscious people I left in my wake. But all of that stems from my immediate failure to turn off the heating system, which I thought I did when I turned off the fan, but obviously not. Well, and we're gonna find out if we're in trouble.
I've yet to hear anything of note on SSNN. Let's hear your report. As long as it's good news, I suppose I can overlook your irritation. And how did the neuroamp perform? That's unfortunate. Although a true testament to your skills as an operative.
The opposite.
I can see how relying on such technology may not be for everyone. So now it's just a waiting game for SSNN to break the news. Once the story airs, we have another board meeting scheduled to decide how to handle Infinity. Go ahead, Maeve.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes, thank you.
Infinity Ltd. and Lucas Drexler are currently under investigation for a number of violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself and the competitor have yet to be confirmed. This has been David Barron for SSNN.
Perfect. This exposure puts Infinity right where we want them. The meeting will begin momentarily, but I want you to discuss the options we have with the other members. Infinity's net worth is about to hit rock bottom, so this gives us the opportunity to win a little more public faith. Infinity is about to crumble before the eyes of the public. They employ thousands of people, and those thousands of people are now worried about their jobs. That's where we come in. First, we'll issue a public statement expressing disgust at their leadership, but sympathy for the innocent workers. That's when we offer to acquire them. Quite right. The truth is, we'll be making evaluations. We'll shed any employees who don't make the cut, slowly but surely. By incorporating Infinity, we eliminate a competitor, get their best employees and contracts, and all while boosting our public perception. I'm glad we're on the same page. Which is why I'd like you to talk to the board to convince them this is the right move. There are several who might disagree, and you have the perfect tool to help sway them. Yes, that's exactly what it's designed for. The bright side being, they'll never know.
Yeah, but it's only temporary.
Good. You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. Vina is also here, waiting for the meeting to start. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. In the event of a tie, I will make the final decision. I trust you'll get it done.
Okay. 7 board members. Oh, one of them I don't have to lobby because it's Misako and she's already got what she wants. I mean, she's already decided her vote, I should say.
Did Misako send you to try and convince me to acquire Infinity Ltd? I think we both know that's not going to work.
well, not with that attitude.
Our public perception is good enough. If you ask me, reaching out to save Infinity just makes us look weak. The internal neuroamp gives us the power to crush our competitors, not take them under our wing. This is exactly why Masako's time as CEO is finished. Good. If you use that neuroamp wisely, it will guarantee that Infinity gets shut down. Well, it does make Ryujin look good. And we do gain a wider customer base, which means higher profits. You're oddly right about this one, Op. I guess you are worth keeping around. As long as everyone has Ryujin's best interests in mind, this should make for an interesting meeting. An issue? That would be a foolish move. Dalton and Alexis are the only two against it. You'd never get the rest to shut it down. Dangerous indeed. For all I know, you're using it right now. The irony. Perhaps I didn't see it earlier, but you're right. The moment a competitor reverse engineers Vina's work, it'll be chaos. The last thing I want is to have my brain scrambled because some engineer didn't do their due diligence. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a lot of preparations to make.
Okay. Everybody else is downstairs. When's Ularu gonna get booted out of here? She's annoying.
Hey there.
This one will be hard. It's her invention.
And how's my favorite patient doing? Not seeing any temporal memory flashes or losing time, I hope. That's great. I'd say Project Dominion is ready for legitimate human trials in that case. One step closer to seeing market approval. Genevieve is going to be so excited. So, tell me what you think of the neuroamp. I hope you're not actually suggesting that the technology I spent years working on and perfecting never sees the light of day. This is groundbreaking work. My life's work. Fine, fine. Make your case. You really think they could come after me?
I mean, for sure they'll come after you.
Oh, there is adequate data to back what you're saying. More than adequate. Well, this conversation's made me feel like a proper monster. But you're right. In a perfect world, tech like this is used for good. But this world is far from perfect.
I'm having a hard time seeing a good application for this.
It is. It really is. For years, my only focus has been, is this possible? And then, how do I make it work? I never stopped to consider if it was right, or what it would mean. I guess it'll be up to a vote either way. It's not on the meeting agenda, so I assume you'll bring it up yourself? We just have to hope the others will see reason. So the next question is, what will the fate of Infinity Ltd be? That's what I'm hoping for. They may be the underdog, but that doesn't mean they don't have a brilliant mind or two. Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation of my day. All we can do now is look forward to the meeting, right? See you in there.
Okay, so far so good.
So much work to do. Well, if it isn't my favorite operative, something I can help you with? You heard correct. I've every reason to believe that Infinity Ltd is the Pandora's box of corporations. All right, I could use the entertainment. Tell me why Infinity is a good asset. I prefer to operate on an abundance of caution. But maybe it is a bit much. The benefits definitely exist. It's just, are they worth the risk? Point taken. Huh. Well, what do you know? I think you just convinced me. Talent like yours belongs in the courtroom. Don't even get me started. First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can conjure for the rest of your life. Second, that tech is one major human rights violation that no legal team wants to fight. I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either severely delayed or collects dust in storage. Well, I'm both glad and surprised to hear the one person who has one say that. Masako is lucky to have you at her disposal, you know? You may be the greatest asset, aside from the internal neuroamp, that Ryujin has. This exchange has been surprisingly insightful, but now I really do need to get back to my notes.
Okay, 3 to go, 3 to go. Got what I wanted out of that one. This is the PR person? Yeah, she's probably going to be against it.
Is Misako checking up on me to make sure I'm on her side? And I don't have an agenda. Look, I know Misako sent you. She knows I want this deal as much as she does. We just need to grab Infinity Ltd. while it's got the public's full attention. I'm all about free PR, especially when it's painting us in a good light. I'm sure I can squeeze enough goodwill out of this to last us at least a year. All right. I suppose you've earned the right to voice your opinion after everything you've done, qualified or not. So let's hear it. The possible backlash on tech like this is not lost on me. However, the internal neuroamp will define the next era of tech. With Ryujin at the forefront, it's not an opportunity you just walk away from. You're right. The moment you violate your customers' trust, there's a good chance they'll never come back. Even worse, you push them into the hands of your competitors. Well, it seems your talents really do stretch beyond just being an operative. Good talk. Maybe I'll even consult you on future endeavors.
2 to go, 2 to go. I assume Dalton's going to be all about this neural amp, but I don't know.
This meeting should prove to be very interesting. I assume Masako briefed you on her preferred outcome. That blasted tech. If it were up
he's
to
against
me,
it.
I'd have shut down Project Dominion a long time ago. I knew it was a grave security risk. And look what happened. You read my mind. Let's just hope Masako and the others see it that way. Plus, if we vote to acquire Infinity Ltd., we're about to add a significant workload onto my team. The last thing I want to deal with are any more incidents this new neuroamp might cause. I imagine we're looking at months of work. Infinity Ltd. is obviously not known for their security. I only hope that Masako and the others will be patient with the process. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some preparations to make. We'll be announcing Ularu's termination of employment at this meeting.
Yay!
So I need to have security ready to escort her off the premises.
There will be much rejoicing when Ularu goes.
I'm glad we're making an effort in our appearance today. Just the person I wanted to see. I want to get all the details locked down for this meeting, and I believe you to be one of the best sources available. Good. I prefer first-hand feedback when available. You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity LTD throughout your assignments here. Do you think they're worth redemption? And why? Oh, I didn't mean in regards to Drexler's actions. More in the sense of, should a superior company like Ryujin make room for so many potentially lackluster employees? This is true. Infinity never had the financial resources to match our salary offers. Getting what few capable employees they have at half the salary we typically pay here could have major payoffs in the long run. Next question. What is your opinion on how Masako handled the mole situation? And why do you feel it was well handled? Please note I'm not disagreeing. I just want to know the why behind your statement. I agree. Should Masako had informed us too early, we may have all turned on each other. I appreciate the insight. I suppose I should ask if there's anything I can do for you, considering how helpful you've been. It's only dangerous to those who can't afford one. Hence the added motivation that will bolster sales. I think we all know how averse I am to chaos. Finances are my forte, so you make a good point. Our competition has yet to truly master neuroamps, but the possibility is there. It's a risk I am unwilling to take. At this time. This has been rather enlightening for me. I appreciate the time.
Okay. I think I got all the answers from people that I needed. Let's have a corporate meeting. The best part of this meeting will be Ularu getting fired.
All right, everyone. As you all know, we've successfully exposed Infinity Ltd's botched human trials and murder for hire through SSNN. The public is demanding their leadership, namely Lucas Drexler, face trial, and he's probably writing his resignation as we speak. Ryujin will be launching a statement, but I believe now is the perfect time to acquire Infinity Ltd.
Believe it or not, I agree. The acquisition has risks, and it's going to create a lot of work for all of us. But the overall payoff will be worth it.
That and Infinity Ltd's current situation makes them more affordable than ever.
Arguments? None? Excellent. Moving on, then.
I think what we're all overlooking is what led us to this situation to begin with. Yes, our security was compromised. But considering Dalton was hired by Masako, the issue obviously starts at the top. In fact, I propose that Masako be removed from CEO altogether.
Ularu, this isn't a line you want to cross.
And considering you're the mole, if anyone's going to be removed from power, it's going to be you.
Hold up. Are you saying you lied to us?
Dalton, the last meeting we had, you distinctly said Imogene was the mole, and she'd been dealt with.
Do you even have any proof to back up this outrageous claim?
Of course we do. The malicious code you hid on this slate to upload incriminating evidence against Masako onto Lucas Drexler's computer.
To put it bluntly, Ularu, you're fired. Security will hold you in your office until a proper exit interview can be done.
This isn't right. I should at least have the opportunity to resign.
And allow you to still be marketable to a competitor? I don't think so. This may be news to me, and I will be reviewing the evidence closely. But this isn't something you just get to walk away from.
I'm sorry, Ularu.
Hello?
Security, escort Miss Chen to her office and see that she stays put.
You'll regret this. All of you.
I believe the only regret would be trusting you to begin with.
All right, back to business. All in favor of acquiring Infinity Ltd?
Aye.
Good. Alexis, start drawing up the necessary documentation. Anyone have anything else they'd like to bring up?
Why, yes.
The internal neuroamp is a key component of Ryujin Industries' success for the next 10 years, if not more. Why would we shelve it after we've finally perfected it?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but she's right. Regardless of the pros, the cons are too morally and ethically irresponsible to move forward with.
The moment the public gets wind of the true capabilities of this tech, we're gonna suffer severe backlash.
Very well. All in favor of shelving Project Dominion?
Aye.
Vina, prep Project Dominion for storage. Any other matters to bring forth? None? This concludes our order of business for today.
I think Masako's gonna be mad at me. Sorry, Masako.
There were more hours in the day.
Neuroamp is bad.
I'm glad we're making an effort in our appearance today.
Shelving the internal neuroamp. Not the outcome I anticipated. The truth remains. Lucas Drexler learned a hard lesson, and we exposed a traitor among us. You've proven yourself to be quite the asset here at Ryujin. Of course. But these particular assignments required a certain secrecy that most do not. I truly appreciate the work you put into exposing Ularu. No operative has ever had to investigate our own to the extent that you did. I can imagine it may have been a lot of pressure, considering you were fairly new at the time. Imogene's instincts were right about you. Now, as promised, I have your bonus. I hope you'll find it appropriate for all you've done. And I'm promoting you to senior operative. You've more than earned it. It's well deserved. As for the details, I think someone back on the operations floor would prefer to explain those to you.
Okay. I believe that is the end of the Ryujin mission series. Now everybody wants to talk to me to tell me how they feel about my decisions. I wonder if there are Ryujin missions also. Is there a Ryujin mission board? Can I pick up missions? I'll have to look into that on the way out.
Supply chain disruptions in the Cheyenne system?
I better do this right. Don't want Yuko breathing down my neck about it.
You've certainly shaken things up around here. I still can't believe Ularu tried to frame me. An obvious misjudgment on my part. But now that's all in the past. It's time to get back to your typical day-to-day. And I'd say it's good to be back if I hadn't returned to a mountain of paperwork. Now, since you were new, you've been dealing with people, but most of our assignments are generated on the mission board. The board holds any available assignments that our techs have pieced together, and I've approved. Questions? Good. The mission board is generally self-explanatory anyway. With your promotion, you've earned yourself an office, so whenever you're ready, you can find your own personal mission board inside. And the best perk of them all, you're free to make your own hours. Oh, and congratulations, of course. No, only within the tower. The security risk would be far too much to allow access to that data in a public space. We certainly will. Go check out the board, and if you have any questions, I suppose I can start up an open door policy. Just for you.
So I have an office? I have a safe? Anything in it? Alright, and we do have a Ryujin mission board, so let's take a look at what's on there. Poor Laredo Firearms. Why do people have it in for Laredo Firearms? That lady seems pretty nice to me. I'm not taking that mission. I'll take these other two, though. I already had to do something bad to Laredo once. I don't want to do that again. Somebody really has it in for Laredo, though. Alright, so that seems pretty clearly the end of the Ryujin series. And so I think the next thing is going to be Shattered Space. I think I'm going to move on to Shattered Space. I'm at a point in the main storyline where I think it's pretty much the end game. So going to this planet Masada 3 and fighting the Starborn, I think this is pretty much the end of the game. So I'm pushing that away. I've done all the factions now. Burden of Proof I can't finish for the Crimson Fleet because I missed some of the some of the evidence that you're supposed to turn in is missable, unfortunately, and I missed it, so that's never going to get completed. This is the next thing, which will be the Shattered Space, which is the first DLC for the game. Apex Predator is a repeatable quest for the UC to collect samples of predators, obviously. So I've done all the faction quests. There are a couple of major side quests that I want to do. Well, there's at least one more anyway, which is this one here. This is a pretty big one, so I'm probably going to do that. But I think it's higher level, so I think I'm going to do Shattered Space, then I'll probably do this, and then I'm going to do Terran Armada, which is the second DLC. So before I wrap the game up. All right, that's a good place to stop for today. Went longer than normal, but we were so close to the end that I wanted to finish it. So let me save there, and we're going to call it a day, and we'll see you next time.